Alrighty, welcome back to the New York Islanders franchise mode here in NHL 19. So, on the last episode, we found out that our Islanders were making the playoffs, and that's amazing in and of itself. So, looks like we have a round one matchup against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have the same last 10 as we do, 6-4-0, going into the playoffs. I'm sure Tampa's a much better team all around than us. But we're just going to take one final look at our team before we do some simulating. So our first line of Josh Bailey, Matt Barzal, and Ethan Lyons are going to be our, hopefully, saving graces here in the playoffs. Our top six is looking good with Jeff Skinner there on the second line, centered by Anthony Beauvillier and Josh Hosang on the right side. Bottom six is leaves a little less to be desired, but this is what we ended the year on. We kind of shook up the lines a little bit. Andrew Ladd wasn't playing well down the stretch, but I mean, this is what we're working with. I'm going to throw Komarov back on the third. Cizikas is currently injured. He is going to miss the entire playoff run. He's not back until after the draft happens. So, enter Tom Kuhnackel. They're the same overall. So, unfortunately, we don't have a center that's supposed to be there, but that's fine. On defense, this is what we're looking like right now. Leddy and Pulock are a top pairing. Pelech, I moved up to the top four because he's really had a phenomenal season. 14 points. He was a plus 16, best on the defensive core for the regular season in plus minus. Before the deadline happened, we acquired Anton Strawman from the New Jersey Devils. And then a Jack Johnson and Zdeno Chara there on the bottom six. And goaltenders that are going to lead the way, Robin Lehner, Thomas Greiss. They've both played excellent these last 2 years. We are in year two. They both have been excellent for this Islanders team in this game. So I have no doubts about their abilities. It's whether or not our offense can come through. Our defense, more often than not, has been pretty good. The last third of the year, we kind of trailed off. But I think it's just the offense, and our third line is not looking great. And our fourth line is just kind of meh. So, yeah, the depth in the forward core isn't the greatest. I think our first two lines are good. It's just the fact that our depth forwards are not the strongest. But before we start up, we're going to take a look at Tampa Bay. This is probably going to be a little rough here in terms of matching up against them. So their top line of Andre Palat, which is kind of similar to our Josh Bailey, Steven Stamkos. I mean, if you're going Barzal or Stamkos, Stamkos is much more of a veteran, 30 years old. He's won a couple of playoff rounds. He's just a beast. And then that number two punch there is Kucherov. So 292 overall forwards on their top line. I mean, I'm super stoked with what Ethan Lyons has done, but 292, so that's always dangerous. They got JT Miller on the second line, which I would take Skinner over him. Braden Point, he's definitely a better center than Beauvillier. And Alex Killorn. So, I don't know, I'd maybe take Hosang, I guess, over Killorn, but again, veteran here. And their third line isn't looking the greatest. I mean, Tyler Johnson is good there on the third line. But fourth line doesn't look amazing either. Cedric Paquette, Stevens, and Dennis Yan. So it doesn't look like we're too far off in terms of forward, but those 292 overalls definitely beat ours. And the fact that they have a bona fide top two defenseman in Victor Hedman, skating alongside Mikhail Sergachev. Yeah, that's a good first pairing there. McDonough is perfect in that spot in the second pairing, but then it looks like they really trail off. They got Barbario, Anthony Chiarelli, and Dominic Mason. So, honestly, I'd say our defenses overall are probably relatively the same. And in goal, obviously, they have us beat, at least in overall wise, Andre Vasilevsky, 25-year-old stud at 89 overall, and they've got Louis Domingue as their backup. So, with that being said, those are the head-to-head matchups right there. Like I said, the only injury that we do have is Casey Cizikas, who's got post-concussion syndrome. He's not going to be playing anytime soon, aka not till next season. So he's going to miss the entirety of the playoffs, but not a huge loss there. I mean, our bottom six was probably not going to get any worse anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and start up the Year 2 playoffs. Can't believe the Islanders are playing in the playoffs and without John Tavares so soon after he ran away. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the first period here. Oof. Defensive game, 0-0 after the first. Shots are all tied up. Second period in Tampa Bay. And another scoreless period. Shots are still even, 17-17 after the first two frames. So let's go ahead and slow this simulation down. We'll go in real time by the minute. Early power play for us, and they get a shorthanded goal. That is rough. A shorthanded marker to start the third period, and then Alex Killorn gets one, of course. So we play great first two periods, and we fall apart in the third. Another goal there. That's 3 for Tampa off the stick of Tyler Johnson, and Killorn gets the dagger, the empty netter, 4-0. After the first two, we were looking pretty good. We were hanging with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but defense just kind of didn't do well there in the third period, and no offense to be found whatsoever. So that is really unfortunate, but it's only the first game. Who knows? Maybe we can be a little more competitive here in the upcoming games. So game number 2, we are on the road, being a wild card team. So game number 2, we're down by 1, and if we can steal maybe one in Tampa, that'd be nice. So let's go ahead and simulate the first period. And it's a 1-0 Islanders lead after the first. We're double their shots, 14-7. And good old top 6 defenseman Jack Johnson gets a goal past Andre Vasilevsky for our first of the series. In period number 2, and a goal by Tampa, Nikita Kucherov, that top line, with just under 3 minutes remaining, ties up the game. We're still unloading shots on Vasilevsky. Let's see what this third period can bring. Hopefully we can be a little bit better than we were in game number 1. Big kill here. Oh, wow, we killed it off. Another power play. We give them another chance. We kill it again. Still leading in shots here. Under 10 minutes to go. Is there going to be an overtime? Yes, there is. An overtime game for game number 2. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into overtime here. Let's hit play. Early power play for Tampa. That's not good. We kill it off. We're still leading in shots. Come on, boys. Another penalty. Oh my goodness. 10 minutes after. Let's see. Oh boy. We get a power play. Can we score? Yes, we can. Jeff Skinner on a power play in overtime with just about 3 minutes left from the boards. Gets one in on Vasilevsky, and we steal a game in Tampa Bay. How do you like that, boys? Let's take a look at the 3 stars. Vasilevsky, he did see a lot of pucks, so he gets the first star. But Robin Lehner shuts the door in game number 2. Jack Johnson with the 3rd star. He had a goal in 7 hits. Good to see. I mean, not anything explosive offensively, but we kept them to 1 goal, and we won a game in Tampa. So, no issues with that. Okay, we got ourselves a little series here, boys. Alright, game number 3. We're on home ice at the Barclays Center. I think that's where they play now. I don't know, they've changed their arena so many times in the last few years. Alright, the first period here on home ice for the fans. And it's 1-1 after the first period. Ryan Callahan gets the scoring going in the first minute of the contest, but Anthony Beauvillier scores. I think that's his first power play, first playoff goal of his career in the NHL. So that's good to see. Shots are pretty even, 12-11 in favor of the Lightning. Let's get that second period done. And we get 2 goals in the second period. Tom Kuhnackel and the rookie, your second overall pick, gets his first ever career NHL goal in the playoffs. That's really awesome to see. So we got the third period here. We have a 2-goal lead. It is the most dangerous lead in hockey. And Adam Ernie gets one very early in the first 2 minutes of the third period, but we get a power play goal off the stick of Josh Bailey to regain that 2-goal lead. Under 6 minutes to go here. Let's see if we can close it out. Our defense is looking pretty good these last couple of games. Power play, but we do our due diligence and get a huge Game 3 win on home ice, a 4-2 victory for the fans, and we take a 2-1 series lead. We won 2 games, boys. I can't believe it. Ethan Loyens gets the first star, a goal and assist. Josh Bailey as well on the second star, and Robin Lehner with another good game. Only saw 31 shots. He saved 29 of them, but really good outing once again for our club. Oh no, but our defenseman Adam Pelech has been injured with a pulled groin. I think that means Sebastian Aho is going to get in the lineup. Let's just take a look here. Defensively, Sebastian Aho, he's going to get a chance. I mean, he's the same overall as Pelech. Has been a depth defenseman for us, a shoe-in for injuries. But I'm going to leave the lines. I'm going to leave him. I'm just going to keep him right in there for Pelech. Keep the lines as they are. Leo Komarov leading the team in points with 3. Okay. Game number 4 on home ice. We have a 2-1 series advantage. Let's see if we can really put the squeeze on Tampa Bay here with a good game. Here is the first period, and it is a 2-1 Islanders lead after the first period. The boys are scoring. Josh Hosang gets his first. That's going to be, I believe, his first career NHL playoff goal. And Tom Kuhnackel gets his second of the series. But big man on the back end for Tampa. Victor Hedman gets one to cut the lead in half. Alright, boys, period number 2 on home ice. And it's another goal. Ethan Loynes gets his second of the series, and in back-to-back games with 7 seconds remaining in the second period to give us that 2-goal lead heading into the third once again. But as I said, it's always that most dangerous lead in hockey, the 2-goal lead. Don't want to sit back. You want to continue to be aggressive, especially against this Tampa Bay Lightning team. Under 10 minutes to go. We are right there with them in shots. Defense is playing well. Lehner is standing on his head. 2 minutes left. 1 minute, and that is it, boys. We have a 3-1 series lead over the Lightning. Unbelievable. The goaltending continues to stagger me. Lehner with the first star, most deserved. 33 saves on 34 shots. Kuhnackel gets the second star with a goal, and Ethan Loynes on the third star with a goal as well. We are just rocking and rolling right now with this team. This Islanders team is just going crazy. And we have a 3-1 series lead. I can't believe it. I really can't. 3-1 series lead over Tampa Bay. Komarov still leading the team. AHL season is over. I believe they're going to go to the playoffs. They are as well. So look at that. In year 2, both teams, the NHL and the AHL club, making the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so important game here. We're going back to Tampa. Obviously, they have the home ice advantage, so they still potentially have 2 home games remaining. But we've been playing really well. Goaltending has been good. Offense has started to spark up a little bit. I mean, we're not blowing anyone out of the water in our goal scoring, but we're usually getting 3 goals by the end of the regulation, so that's good. All right, boys, game number 5. It's make or break here for the Islanders, I believe. Let's see, first period on Tampa Bay ice. And once again, all is quiet in the Tampa Bay arena as it's a 0-0 game after the first period. Shots, a little bit advantage for us, 13-10 in second period. And we get a goal. Leo Komarov, a point leader right now for the Isles, gets a goal in period. That's a huge depth goal right there. We have a 1-0 lead heading into the third period in a potential series clinching game. Early power play for us. We can't do anything with it. Third periods have been good for us lately in terms of defense. Let's see what we can do here. We only have a 1-goal advantage. Under 10 minutes to go. Another power play for the Isles. Can't score. We're coming down to the wire here. We have a power play we're going to enter because I want to see the team celebrate in a much-deserved series win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it, unless Tampa Bay scores a late-minute goal here in the final minute of the game. But let's enter in. Let's hopefully see our boys celebrate with a series-clinching win over the Lightning in round 1. I can't believe it. I can't believe I mean, aside from that first game when we got destroyed 4-0, we have a whole minute left. They could score a goal, but we're on the power play. Let's see what our boys can do. Oh my God, that's dangerous. Let's see what the computer boys can do. Barzell, Pulock, Jeff Skinner, they get the first line unit out there. Oh, sang on the back door. To Skinner, puts a shot on. Vasilevsky will smother. 38.8 seconds before the Islanders can cheer. I don't remember the last time they won a playoff series. I'm going to have to look that up. The last time the Islanders have won and gotten by the first round. Who knows how long it's been since they've gotten by the second round. I want to say they won one playoff round with John Tavares. So since 2009, 2010, I think they won one playoff round. Empty net for Tampa. We're on the power play, but they have the extra attacker. Jack Johnson, the veteran, skating it up. He's going to put a shot towards the net, just whistles wide. 8 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. They're going to break it into the zone, but it looks like the Islanders win a playoff round. I can't believe it. There is something about this Islanders team, boys, that they're meshing. They are playing well together. Lehner has revamped his career here in New York. And we have a playoff series win. We beat the Lightning. We're a wild card team. I mean, when I selected the Islanders, I was invested. I was invested in the rebuild, the turnaround of this club. But it has not taken us long to be competitive, and we really haven't. I mean, obviously the second overall pick in the draft to get us that Ethan Lyons was definitely huge for us, and signing Skinner to increase our goal scoring even further. But our defense is average. Overall, our forward core is average, and our goaltending is average. But everyone has played exceptionally well. Awesome. Playoff series win. So that means we are going to round number 2. We dealt with the Tampa Bay Lightning in round 1, winning the series 4-1. We've only lost the first game. We won 4 straight games, including 2 in Tampa. That amazing. Absolutely amazing. Leo Komarov with our point leader. Let's just take a look at our playoff stats here. Look at forwards first. So we have a couple of minus players. So Skinner's a minus, Hosang. So that second line had the goals scored against them, it looks like. But Beauvalet, 2 points. Can't complain there. Skinner. Goal scoring was pretty spread out. I mean, Kuhneckel and Lyons with 2 each. Komarov leading in points, who would have thought? Very nice to see. Very, very nice to see. Defensively, a couple of minuses, but nothing too bad. Nick Leddy, 2 points there. Jack Johnson had a goal. Chara with an assist on the top 6. Away. 2 games for Aho. He's a +1, so nothing wrong with that. And the story of the series, Robin Lehner. 4-1-0, had a shutout. .954 save percentage, 1.41 goals against average. What a beast. What an absolute beast. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Alright, let's advance a couple of days here. Let's see who we're going to go up against in round number 2. So, we only played 5 games. So we should have a couple of nice days off here. So Pittsburgh and the Rangers. So I think we're going to get one of those 2 guys. Pittsburgh and the Rangers. Looks like Pittsburgh's in the lead 3-2. And Pittsburgh wins. So I think we're going to go up against Pittsburgh here. Bridgeport, Kyle Burrows. That's fine. Replace that player. Palick is available, but we're going to continue. We're going to let him get fully healthy. We still haven't started yet. Oh, wow. Still games going on in the West. Okay. Oh, we get Toronto. Interesting. That's interesting that we're playing an Atlantic Division team in the second round. That does not happen very often. Interesting. Ooh. Look at this storyline. The Islanders are going up against John Tavares, and he's going up against his former team. It couldn't have been a better story. That is amazing. So we are going up against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the second round of year number 2. We're going to be facing John Tavares. This is going to be an interesting series. I think we might just get either obliterated or we deal with them like we dealt with Tampa, and we're continuing to be competitive. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.